In my last video, I mentioned how No Fap attracts women. It actually attracts people in general. And I wanted to talk a little bit about this specific point I made. Okay, so first off, if you're looking for a very scientific-based video, you're in the wrong place. This is a very existential video. It's very similar to, say, talking about confidence. You can't say, this person has 32 points of confidence and that one has 80. It doesn't measure out that way. Although you can absolutely say this person radiates with confidence or you feel that confidence, it's not a thing that you can just be like, oh, this many values. So it's in that same ballpark. Just want to clear that up so you know what you're getting into. As above, so below, as above. And that short phrase is so awesome and it's so packed with knowledge. And I want to touch on a little bit about that. And to sum it up in a really dumb way is your thoughts are things and you manifest your own reality. How you think and treat yourself and your world and everything and your mood and your response to things that happen, these create the reality that you will have. So let's take something a little physical. If I feel thin and I get in touch with my diet, my appetite, what I feed my body, and I'm hunting around, I'm watching exercise videos, and I'm spending time with people who are very good shape, we start to form the reality. And you sure as hell are going to start eating healthier. You're going to start making more choices because this topic is in the front of your mind. Sure enough, you're going to lose weight, and the harder you can stick to this manifestation and the more obsessed or love you have for it, the more likely it is to become true. And this, you will find this in entrepreneurial stories and books and things throughout history. If you read Think and Grow Rich, you will find a lot of that in there. It's time tested. So I believe it. It is not something that I say to you is a fact, but to me, it is a fact. So how do we take this thinking and put it into No Fap in this particular topic that we want to talk about? Okay, so for me, I want to start off how I feel when I'm on No Fap is very pure and steady and powerful. This is just my resting rate. Sometimes I'm stressed out, sure, because it can be difficult, but it's a positive, strong vibration that I'm resting in at any given moment. And this is something that I have proven to myself. I've tried it over and over and over again. I've tried not doing it and I tried again. It's a consistent result every single time. I'd say 100% of the time. Now, real quick, this doesn't happen necessarily in the first day. Sometimes it does, but sometimes, most of the time, it takes like 2 or 3 weeks till I really, really feel it. But you know, a good week is still good. And I think it's a matter of having that in you and having that energy. So how do we put this into a visual sense so that you can understand it a little bit better? Now, imagine you are collecting a lot of really fresh ingredients and you put it into a pie and you have like this apple pie or whatever you want to make, and you put it into the oven, and this pie is your mind, that you're thinking, and because you've put it in there and these are your thoughts, they start marinating and then they start to affect the outside world. And you could call that an aroma. So when you are around others, it would be as if they can smell what's inside. In fact, your nose has like cells that all work a little bit like mini brains. It's a very primitive sense, and it's very evolved and super simple. There's still a lot about it we don't know. Well, I also feel that there's other mental receptors that respond to humans like this and the energy of others. That's why You can feel sometimes when somebody's in a bad mood, even if they didn't say it. You just sense things. And when somebody has these ingredients, these thoughts, you know it. You smell cookies and you go, oh, that's cookies. You smell pie, you go, oh, that's pie. Well, this particular ingredient of no fap thinking and lifestyle creates it as well as affects others, and others seem to sense it. And they may not be able to put it into words, but people feel it like a very confident person. You can't say, like I was mentioning, they have 22 points of confidence, or this person has a no fap lifestyle. That's not what people are necessarily responding to. They're responding to what is the thing and how it makes them feel. And that was something I just was thinking in a great way to explain how no fap affects the people around me, because there's no way I can say this is an absolute scientific fact or anything like that. And I understand that people who are very logical, and I am very logical, and that doesn't negate energy and belief systems and success. And if you don't believe this kind of thinking and you've tried it out for yourself, hey, that's not your thing. For me in my life, I like the energy that this apple pie, so to speak, of no fap does and affects the world around me. So I hope that helps clear up my point and gives it a little bit more clarity. And until next time, over.